In the past, broken games from AAA developers weren't very common as they are today. Things were very different when the 6th gen consoles were still on the market. And during that time, Steam was still in its early years, consoles weren't as capable of online play except for the original Xbox, and games on consoles couldn't be patched or updated like they are today. So if you released a broken game 15 years ago, stores would stop selling it, and if you did buy it, you would be entitled to a refund. Stores across the board would remove it and publishers would have to recall the game, which costs money. Since game budgets at the time started costing millions of dollars to develop, publishers wouldn't want that. That's what would happen if a game was released broken back then, but when looking at a list of recalled video games, only a few were recalled because of game-breaking bugs, while others were recalled for legal reasons and the rest were recalled because of controversial bullshit. Which makes sense. Publishers didn't have the luxury to release broken games like they do today, and what makes me sad and happy is that only one game has been recalled this year for performance issues, Arkham Knight. It's as if gamers have finally reached a breaking point and said enough is enough. Let's go forward in time a little. It's November 2005, the Xbox 360 was about to launch, Sony just delayed the PlayStation 3 for next year, and video games were going to take the next leap to technological greatness.
The next level.
Attack its weak point for massive damage.
I'm sure at the time none of us thought we would be using these things for nearly a decade. The greatest aspect of the 7th gen consoles was the use of online features. Console gamers experience what PC gamers have had for years. It's with Valve's release of their Steam network, Microsoft started taking notes and took charge in this generation in gaming. The Xbox 360 included a game hub, i.e. the dashboard, achievements, party chat, and lo and behold, game updates. So many game updates. On the 360, they were very brief. On the PS3, however, yeah, they were atrocious. With the use of game updates, developers can finally iron out their games without releasing a second edition. Minor bugs can be fixed, gameplay tweaks can be made, and games can be updated until no bugs or glitches appeared at all. It's with this, gamers thought broken games would become a thing of the past, and we were oh so wrong. This trend of broken game launches started with PC ports. When the majority of gamers played on consoles, the publishers focused on consoles, while PC became an afterthought. When GTA 4 was first released in April of 2008, it ran fine on the 360. On PS3, not so well. This was when devs were still learning to develop games for the PS3. The PC version was released 8 months later, and was clearly rushed and poorly optimized, unlike the GTA 5 port to PC, which was developed and optimized well. But GTA 4 wasn't alone on being an unoptimized PC port, because there are a lot of them, sadly. Let's go down the list. Dark Souls, Watch Dogs, Battlefield 4, Assassin's Creed Unity, Aliens Colonial Marines, and the list goes on and on. But wait, some of you are probably saying, didn't some of those games you mentioned have game-crippling flaws on consoles as well? Yes, you are right, they did. It's sad to say, but even console games aren't safe from game-crippling bugs and other issues that PC has been experiencing for years now. Why are a lot of games in such poor quality at release nowadays, you may ask? 3 reasons. Reason number 1, you have an unrealistic deadline for game devs. Some games are buggy because publishers want to meet a holiday release date. Why do you think a lot of big AAA titles are released in November? It's to meet the holiday shopping season, which increases profit. Some games are just pushed out the door half-baked just for the hell of it. Why? Well, thanks to pre-orders, publishers have statistics showing how much money they are going to make. If a game has millions of pre-orders, assuming with each pre-order only $5 or $10 is put down, publishers have clear statistics on how much money they are going to make at release. Usually, publishers aren't sure if a game is going to be successful or not, but now they are. If a game is going to make money anyway, despite its quality, who cares, right? You've already guaranteed that they are going to get your money.
We've got to have money,
which incentivizes bad business practices. Reason number 2, yearly releases. While publishers still have that guarantee their game will succeed, a lot of game devs and publishers tend to take the safe route. Rather than going the experimental route, make a game that's similar to other games mechanically, or make a franchise out of it and release it yearly. Games like COD, Assassin's Creed, and EA Sports are an example of that. While most of these games tend to be copy and paste, which shouldn't take long to develop a game with very little changes, some games are still a broken mess at launch because publishers would rather have devs to fix the game later rather than delaying the game and putting extra time into it. Reason number 3. Because they can get away with it. As I said in the beginning, 15 years ago, publishers and game developers wouldn't be able to get away with releasing broken games. Broken games sadly have become business as usual for AAA games, and it's still like that to a certain extent. Sure, 2015 so far wasn't as bad as last year, but we still shouldn't accept this bullshit from publishers. The best we can do to combat this is vote with our wallets and never pre-order. If you want to avoid getting burned by publishers and wasting your money to an inferior product, have a little patience. It's really that simple, cause what are you really missing out on when you don't pre-order? A special gun? A skin pack? Some exclusive in-game item? Who the fuck cares? It's all nothing but marketing bullshit. Are there really some people who think, yeah, I just installed my game. Sure, it runs like shit, but at least I got my special pre-order item. These things are meaningless. These things that aren't even tangible. When you pre-order, all you do is incentivize bad business practices and fuck it up for all gamers. The thing is though, it's entirely up to us. Broken games have become more common because of us. All of us who have pre-ordered in the past, we are to blame, just for not having patience. Never buy a AAA game at release. Period. That way, we can at least send game publishers a message, because the only thing that they listen to is the bottom line.